Tsubasho, and it's Takanohana in the lead with straight wins, 12 straight wins. This is the man coming in from the car park beneath the Kokugikan and towards the Shitakubeya. That's the preparation room. There you see it. There's an east preparation room and there's a west preparation room. They have their allotted spaces in there where they warm up as well, and Japanese baths ready for them at the end of the bouts, the furo. So into the first of our bouts on day 13. It's between Wakanosato and Toki. Toki recently took a 20% cut in pay. He was in a fatal car accident. There's a rule in sumo that says that wrestlers cannot drive, and he was caught driving, not only caught driving, but unfortunately it was a fatal accident. So he is being investigated, and as far as the sumo goes, he was dropped down to the Makushita division. So he's been out of it for a bit, but he's climbed his way back, and that was his 9th win for Toki. And 6th loss for Wakanosato. Now Kotonowaka, 168 kilos against Asashoryu. Asashoryu with 6 wins, Kotonowaka with 8 wins. See how the Mongolian will do this time. Comes out hard and fast, series of tsupari to the throat, then he's locking in tight, tries an overarm throw, and look at that, spins. The much heavier wrestler, some 40 kilos heavier, 6 stone heavier, over with apparent ease. He's obviously extremely strong, this Mongolian. Seemed to handle Kotonowaka there without much trouble at all. Now Kotomitsuki, Komusubi rank, first of the Sanyaku ranks, against Higonoumi, who unexpectedly this time is doing very well. He's got 9 wins, much more than he's done for about the last 4 or 5 basho. Circumstances sometimes, of course, can bring that about. New wrestlers coming in. So there's a win by Kotomitsuki, finally got round behind Higonoumi. That gave Kotomitsuki his 8th win and Kachikoshi. Previous basho he had 10 wins, so he's got a bit to go yet to catch up. In fact, has to win the remaining 2 bouts by the end of the tournament. And that was the 4th loss for Higonoumi. Now, Tochinonada fights Chiyotenzan. They've had 8 head-to-heads previously. Each has won 4 times, so it's pretty even. Weights fairly similar. Well, the sumo authorities, as we know, are trying to harmonise these starts, make sure they get their hands down, 2 hands down, and start together, but the wrestlers won't. They always start their own way. So there's a comfortable win. Tochinonada with a straightforward push-out, oshidashi. That was 4th win for Tochinonada, and 10th loss for Chiyotenzan. And now, climbing up the ranks, Dejima against Tokitsuumi. These have only fought, these two have only fought once before, and Tokitsuumi won it. Tokitsuumi's last basho wasn't too good, only had 6 wins. Dejima had 8 wins, so not a lot between the 2 of them. See how Dejima will handle this one. Well, handled him well there, got both hands in deep, and drove him out with oshidashi. See one of the yobidashi, the announcers, coming up into the ring there to hand the referee the prize money, the kensho, which he puts on his war fan and hands to the wrestler the winning wrestler who squats down to receive it, and makes the appropriate hand gesture over the fan, right, left, and centre. Meant to represent heaven and earth and man. Now, Musoyama fights Tochisakae. 6 wins for Tochisakae, 7 wins for Musoyama. Musoyama win here would give him Kachikoshi, but Ozeki, he shouldn't really be too interested in that. He needs a much better score than that. So there was his 8th win for Musoyama. Normally you'd expect Ozeki to be around the 11-12 win mark per tournament. Well, certainly last time Musoyama had 12 wins, but before that it was 9 wins each time. And the basho before that was also 9 wins. 7th loss for Tochisakae there. He comes from the same stable as Tochinonada and Tochinohana. There you see. It's going to be an interesting one. Takanohana versus Chiyotaikai. They're the 2 front runners. They're not on just yet. Next of our bouts here on day 13 is Hayateumi against Miyabiyama. Both of these ex-amateur champions, although Miyabiyama never really won a major title as an amateur. There was quite a bit of controversy when Miyabiyama was promoted to Ozeki. There was a number of votes against him. He scraped through on that. A few of the elders, the sumo elders, have been saying, "I told you so" since. But a determined thrust there by Miyabiyama, and Hayateumi stepped back off that, stepped outside. So 9th win for Miyabiyama. That's certainly better than his last 2 bashos. And that was 6th loss for Hayateumi. And Musashimaru against Tochiazuma. Tochiazuma, the technician, the man who's literally spent his life in sumo. His father's the stable boss. Tochiazuma's nursery was the dohyo against Musashimaru, the gaijin yokozuna, the foreign yokozuna from Hawaii. There you see the massive bulk of Musashimaru. Tochiazuma trying to keep it open, not wanting to let the big yokozuna settle in, but there you see the kotenage move there. Musashimaru locked round the arm of Tochiazuma and was just levering his huge weight against it. And that would certainly stretch anybody's arm, that one. Tochiazuma may be a little bit injured off that one, difficult to say. Kaio's broken a few arms with his version of that throw. So that was 11th win for Musashimaru and 5th loss for Tochiazuma. And now, well, this will be interesting. One of these will slip back. Well, either it will level up. If Takanohana loses, he will level up with Chiyotaikai. If Chiyotaikai loses, he'll drop down 2 places behind, 2 losses behind. So these two have fought 13 times. Takanohana's won 7 of them, but Chiyotaikai's won the last 3 of their encounters. But Takanohana has been through a long, lean patch as far as results go. And but he looks as though he's back on form, so I wouldn't take into account too much that statistic there, the 7 against 6 in their head-to-heads. It's pretty close, I would say. Chiyotaikai trying to look confident. Takanohana looking a little bit more confident. Chiyotaikai leads with the head and the thrust, determined to give the grand champion some trouble, driving him back to the edge. Takanohana hanging on in there, grimly determined to get the belt. Chiyotaikai just driving forward with those thrusts into the face, tries a pull down. Takanohana eventually gets the belt and drives Chiyotaikai out. So that was a determined bout there, not only from the Ozeki Chiyotaikai, but Takanohana just hung on in there against those non-stop stream of thrusts and smashes to his face and his throat. You can see the marks on his face there. So 13 straight wins for the grand champion. Let's watch that one again. You see the head of Chiyotaikai coming out. Then you look at those slaps to the face. It's 162 kilos of body behind those slaps. A little bit of head work as well, pushing into the body. More head goes in from Chiyotaikai. Hands into the face of Takanohana, but still Takanohana weathers all that and then starts coming back into it. All the time looking for the grip on the belt. Chiyotaikai knows he's got to deny him that grip on the belt. You can see Takanohana's left hand there just trying to grab the belt. There, finally. Loses it again. Chiyotaikai just driving him with those thrusts, and there's a pull down. But on that pull down, he starts to lose it. That was a mistake, really. Should have kept the thrust going. So at the end of day 13, Takanohana in the lead with 13 straight wins, and Musashimaru and Chiyotaikai 2 losses apiece and 11 wins. Stay with us, we'll be back shortly.